It's now 8:38. It's Pete. I've got the beat. And I get to say welcome back to Cliff Wonsettler. How are you doing?
Great, my man. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. For people that aren't familiar, I mean, you're a regular to me. You are. And you make a visit. I always learn something. But for people that need kind of an overview, why don't we start there?
Sure. Yeah. My name is Cliff Wonsettler. I'm a physical therapist at Wonsettler Physical Therapy. We're located in Scenery Hill. And in a nutshell, we help people get back to the things they love doing by overcoming some kind of physical pain or some mobility issue they're dealing with. That's the extent of it.
So, I can only imagine when you talk like that, the numbers are large. Because whether it be a sports-related injury or just as we age, the things that happen, or I've been on your website, some of the things you have coming up for women as well. You got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah. It's a massive amount of people, and it's as wide-ranging as you might imagine, too. Yeah, like you said, it could be somebody that just had some acute thing happen. They may have hurt their back, or it could be somebody that's dealing with strength loss over the last 20 years as they're aging and anything in between. But I think the important thing to communicate is this. If you're dealing with something, whatever it is, don't just assume it'll go away. Or honestly, worse yet, it's just the way it is. It's just going to be part of getting older. And respectfully, I cringe when I hear people say that. I'll tell you a story. So I met this guy recently. He was in his 70s, and he told me he had a lot of arthritis in his lower back. And he was walking hunched over, and he told me that he loves going to the fair, but he has to take a cane now, or any uneven ground, he needs a cane because he's losing his stability and some of his balance and strength. And he had also, because he's not able to walk as far as he used to, he just had recently gotten a handicap placard for his vehicle. And I think that the important thing here is to realize that, every person, every body is different. And I certainly couldn't guarantee that with the right help, he'd be able to overcome every single issue he's dealing with. But to think that there's nothing that could be done right now to help his life get better in the moment and into the future, 5, 10, or 20 years from now, is just not, it's just simply not true. Like the guy's in his 70s, he could have another few decades left.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully he does. But the thing is to realize, don't think it's just going to be the way it is. You could always do something to improve. And the thing is to take action. Don't wait. If you don't know where to start, find somebody that can help you. And certainly we can. But waiting around and just thinking it's just the way it is, don't do that.
Well, and I hear you loud and clear, because even as a person who's aging, I'm not used to the different pain that I have here and there now, and I go, it comes with getting old. And then when you just said that, I'm thinking, okay, maybe maybe I should see things a little differently. How do you convince people to do that?
Well, honestly, to change our mind
Yeah.
about something, or to tell ourselves a different story than the story that's been playing over and over for the last, 6 months or 6 years or 6 decades. It's just like the most difficult thing in the world. Really, it is. But to see that there's hope in a circumstance and to change your mind around it, it is the essence of where things start. It's the turning point that can help you get going in the right direction. And we see this with our people. Some people just have a really difficult time with that. Other people are more open-minded and they see potential and possibility, and those are the people that we love helping, because if they believe that they can get better, if they believe that there's something out there that can help them, there is. It's just simple, that simple. So I'm not saying that it's just a snap of a finger and you change your mind, but seeing an opportunity for maybe a faulty paradigm, or maybe a way to see things differently is a huge starting point.
I would imagine that no matter what the injury, and that's where you come in and go, okay, I got to assess this person. And you say, okay, it's this. But then, yes, the state of mind has to come in. You can throw all the positivity you want at someone, but if they don't throw it back,
Yeah.
there
Needs to be some fertile soil for some seeds to develop, for sure. But there's a continuum here, I think. Some people are totally closed off to new information from somebody outside or within themselves. And other people are completely open. And most of us are somewhere in between. But if you have the right person kind of guiding you, helping you see things differently, helping you, challenging you in a healthy and positive and encouraging way, to shed some of those old paradigms and see yourself into a bigger future. That's really what we love to do, and we feel like we're pretty good at it.
You know, I'll never forget you told me a story long ago about the person on the motorcycle. Wanted to ride the motorcycle. Had been hurt, can't do anything, didn't think ever again. I think it was a female.
It was, yeah.
See, and got on the motorcycle right in your parking facility and took it for a spin around. I think that's great.
I know. Here's the thing. Who knows what things could be like, 6 months or 6 years from now if we just little by little expose ourselves to a little bit more of the thing that we want to do. If you want to, run a marathon and you haven't run more than 100 yards in the last, couple of years, it's probably not wise to try to start running, 10 miles tomorrow. But if you just chip away at it and little by little, and it takes time, it takes consistency and effort and discipline and accountability. But if you have that mindset of just a little by little, I mean, it's amazing. It's like one of those old cliche things, but it's the way in which things go.
I think what I need you to do is come in every day and give me this pep talk. Because every time you're here, I start to feel like I can actually, okay, I am going to go outside today and I'm going to add the extra 3 blocks to my walk and just do this, or I'm going to lift weights. When you're here, I get that energy from you, which is, I think a lot of people are like me. They need that. They really do.
We all do.
So tell me, I was on your website. It's very easy to navigate. I see you got some things too. I look under classes for people too, so I see you have stuff coming up at the end of April there.
We do. We have a push prep class for pregnant mothers to learn how to be prepared for giving birth. That's going to be put on by Tyra Abdallah. She's an incredible PT and a pelvic floor certified specialist. So that's coming up at the end of April, and then in early May we're going to be doing another 50-plus strength workshop. So if you're over 50 and you're feeling like you're losing some of your strength, we're going to be putting one of those on. So stay tuned for that information. That'll be on our website soon as well. All right. So yeah, we've always got something coming down the pike.
Give everybody a rundown on how we can find you and how we can get to you.
Sure. Yeah, there's a blog on our website that's got a lot of good information. As you mentioned, the classes tab has information as well. The website is wonsettlerpt.com, and so you can find your way there. We are on all the social media platforms, and we put content out regularly there as well, social like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. But honestly, the best way to contact us is by calling us. Our phone number is 724-945-5161. And we love talking to people, learning about your story. I would say that if you're curious to learn more and you have questions, you can call us and set up a free phone call with the doctor of physical therapy. We'd spend 20 or 30 minutes on the phone with you, understanding what your issues are, asking you questions, hearing you out, listening to you, and we can let you know if we feel like we can help you or not. And
I think that's wonderful. Too many times when something's wrong, people are rushed through. You take your time with people, and I think that's part of it too, getting to know that person.
Oh, for sure. There's a relationship that's built there, and there's trust. And I think we really need to focus on, this is our job, is to build and establish trust with an individual, because that's where people are going to be more open, more receptive, more engaged in the process, and feeling like they're heard and understood. And that's what we aim to do.
Phone number one more time before I let you out of here.
It's 724-945-5161.
Thanks for coming in, Cliff. I really do. I just appreciate you. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thanks.
And good luck with everything that's coming up too. Make sure you check it out. WPT. Give them a call. You've got the number. Don't be in pain. That's the number one thing to remember. It's 8:47. Here's Robert Palmer, 95.3 WJPA.